Imagine a future where Earth's most precious resources aren't found in mines, but floating millions of miles away. What if the next gold rush isn't on land, but in the vast, cold vacuum of space, waiting to be claimed from colossal asteroids? This is Tomorrow Explained. I'm Dennis Lesak, a designer, researcher, and storyteller exploring the forces shaping our world. Every week I break down the big shifts in technology, climate, and society, so you can understand where we're headed next. New videos every week. Let's start with a number, $700 quintillion. That's the estimated value of the metals locked inside the asteroid belt between Mars and Jupiter. To put that in perspective, it's enough to make every person on Earth a billionaire, several times over. Asteroids are the leftover building blocks of planets. They're made of the same stuff that once built worlds: iron, nickel, cobalt, platinum, gold, and rare earth minerals that power modern technology. Each type tells a different story. C-type asteroids are rich in water and carbon. S-type contains silicates and metal ores. M-type, the rarest of all, inessential, are almost pure metal, potentially worth trillions each. The math is staggering. One metallic asteroid, called 16 Psyche, is estimated to hold more nickel and iron than all of Earth's history of mining combined. Another 241 Germania contains enough platinum to crash the global market 10 times over, and yet no one has mined a single ounce. Because the biggest challenge isn't value, it's distance, danger, and design. Asteroid mining isn't science fiction anymore, but it's still the hardest industry humanity has ever attempted. Mining in space means operating in microgravity, extreme temperature swings, and lethal radiation. Machines can't rely on oil or hydraulics. They need electromagnetic drills, autonomous systems, and self-repairing robotics that can survive years without maintenance. Every tool must work perfectly, or it will drift endlessly into the void. Companies like Planetary Resources, Deep Space Industries, and TransAstra have already built prototypes for space mining craft. NASA's OSIRIS-REx mission successfully collected rock samples from the asteroid Bennu and brought them home in 2023, proof that extraction is possible. And the Psyche mission, launched in 2023, is now on its way to a metal-rich world worth more than our entire global economy combined. But the question isn't just how we'll mine, it's who will own what we find. In 2015, the United States passed the Commercial Space Launch Competitiveness Act, giving private companies rights to resources they extract in space. Luxembourg followed, Japan joined, but under international law, no one can own celestial bodies. That means asteroid mining exists in a legal gray zone, a modern Wild West beyond Earth's borders. Imagine the potential conflicts of what happens when two nations target the same asteroid, or when private companies start launching armed satellites to guard their claims. In the rush for cosmic wealth, space could easily become the next frontier for economic and military competition. Still, the rewards are impossible to ignore. Our planet is running low on rare Earth elements used in everything from smartphones to satellites. Asteroids contain enough to supply us for millennia, without destroying ecosystems or exploiting vulnerable regions. If we could harvest even one metallic asteroid the size of a mountain, we could flood Earth with enough platinum, iron, and cobalt to transform global manufacturing overnight. Satellite construction would become cheaper, space travel would accelerate, entire industries could move off-world, building solar arrays, space stations, and habitats using raw materials mined directly in orbit. That abundance could unlock something far bigger, a second industrial revolution, this time in space. Factories operating in microgravity could produce materials impossible to make on Earth. Ultra-pure alloys, crystal fiber optics, and zero-defect semiconductors. Eventually, we might stop exporting resources from Earth entirely, turning our planet into a garden, not a quarry. But that vision also carries risk. If space mining wealth concentrates in the hands of a few corporations or nations, inequality could expand to astronomical levels. The same trillion-dollar rocks that promise abundance could spark economic chaos, crashing metal markets, bankrupting entire industries, and reshaping global power. There's also the philosophical question. At what point does exploration become exploitation? Are we repeating the same extractive logic that already pushed our planet to the edge, just on a cosmic scale? Or is this humanity's way of evolving past our old limits expanding life and opportunity beyond Earth. The truth is, both futures are possible. Asteroid mining could either usher in an era of abundance or ignite new conflicts over control, access, and profit. What's certain is that we're standing on the edge of a new epoch. In a few decades, when you look up at the night sky, you may not just be seeing stars, you may be seeing mines. Tomorrow's billionaires might not own oil fields, they'll own orbits. And the most valuable real estate in the solar system will be chunks of metal drifting through the dark. Tomorrow's wars won't just be fought over land or water or data. They might be fought over asteroids. This is Tomorrow Explained, and if you're curious about the forces shaping our future, subscribe and join me for weekly stories that make sense of tomorrow, today.